Good Wizards family. I see the title, let's hop straight into it. Creating a CPN in 2024 is very simple, but only if you follow every step in this video. Before you even think about creating a CPN, you must have steady income coming in. If you don't have a steady income, do you need money set aside? I really recommend having a steady income and having money set aside. This is because you need to make on-time payments in your Social Security and your CPN name. CPNs are only for people who are responsible and are ready to invest in themselves. Now that we got that out the way, the first step you take is separating your Social Security number from your CPN number. That means you need a completely new address and phone number. When it comes to the address, you can either use a friend or family member's address. If you don't have a friend or family member's address that you can use a Zillow address. Once you get that Zillow address, you get a P.O. box and forward all that mail from that address to the P.O. box. And I only recommend getting a 12-month plan. Now that you have your address situated, it's time to get a phone. And you can't just get any phone. 24, you must get an iPhone. The main reason is because these CP-friendly trade lines are only available in the App Store, not on the Google Play Store. Now when it comes to the iPhone that you get, you need to know whether or not it has an eSIM or a SIM card. I only recommend track phone plans. If the iPhone you get has a SIM card, make sure to get the track phone SIM kit. And this is how it should look. If you have one of the newer iPhones, that means your iPhone has an eSIM. If your iPhone has a SIM card, then that means you need the SIM kit and the track phone plan. If your iPhone has an eSIM, all you need is the track phone plan. These steps are very simple. That you have a separate address and phone number, you need to know in 2024, must create a same name CPN. Only similarities your CPN number and your Social Security number will have is the name and date of birth attached to it. It's mainly because you need a separate ID with your CPN address on it. 2024, an ID with your CPN address is mandatory. Credit unions, big bank institutions, phone stores, apartment companies, dealerships are cracking down. When these institutions ask for a picture of the front and back of your ID and a live photo, you must be able to provide that. That you understand those three things, you need to know how to decode a Social Security number. First three digits of a SSN are called the area number. These three numbers will determine which state your SSN was issued in. Next two numbers are called the group numbers. Group numbers are paired with the area numbers and are linked to the age of the citizen. From the first 5 digits alone, you'll be able to determine which state their number was issued in and about how old they are. Last 4 digits are called the series numbers. Series numbers are used to make sure that all Social Security numbers are unique. Now you understand that you can't just use any number. If you don't know, there's something called a Social Security prefix. These Social Security prefixes will determine the first 3 digits of your CPN number, which are also known as the area number. CPN address state must match the Social Security prefix. Provided a list of all Social Security prefixes. Exact numbers are listed above the state. When you see your state, make sure you screenshot or screen record, do whatever you gotta do. Now that you have the area number of your CPN, it's time to move on to the group numbers. To find the group numbers, you must use a website called Steve Moore's. You want to focus on using a 5-digit decoder to get the same age as yourself. This is because you must make a same name CPN. You should now understand that the group numbers will be the 4th and 5th digit of your CPN number. Your CPN's address is in the same state you were born in. You can use the same 4th digit as your Social Security number with your CPN. The 5th digit will be the most important digit in your CPN number. You type in the first 5 digits of your CPN number, they must come back as not issued. Type in the first 5 digits of your CPN number and they come back as issued. That means somebody, either dead or alive, was already issued that number. You must stay away from all numbers that have been issued. This example, you can see that 48060 was already issued in Iowa in 1963. So once again, when you type in those first 5 digits, make sure they come back as not issued. Now let's continue to the series numbers. This will be the last 4 digits of your CPN number. When it comes to the last 4 digits, you can use whatever 4 digits you want as long as it was not issued. You can use ssncheck.org to see if your CPN number was issued or not. Type in your full CPN number, it must come back as invalid. If it comes back as valid, that means it was already issued to somebody who is either dead or alive. You must stay away from all numbers that are valid. Now that you have a full CPN number, a separate address, and a separate phone number. You must record this information in your notes. Big mistake I see people make is forgetting the information they created, and you do not want to run into that problem. Make sure you put the information attached to your CPN either in your notes app or you write it down in a notebook or a piece of paper that you could keep up with. Once again, it's the same name CPN. Same name and date of birth you were given at birth should be the same name and date of birth attached to your CPN number. That you have your name, date of birth, CPN number, address, and your phone number. It is time to try merge this information with all 3 credit bureaus. In 2024, the best way to try merge your CPN number with all 3 credit bureaus is to sign up for a credit card pre-qualification site. In 2024, you do not have to apply for a credit card and get a hard pull on your credit report to try merge your CPN. Most credit card pre-qualifications do not require a hard pull. Just run your CPN's info through credit card pre-qualification sites like Amex, Capital One, and Discover. You must do as many credit card pre-qualifications as possible. You can also do auto pre-qualifications with Capital One, Car Gurus, and Carvana. As you can see, these pre-qualifications will have no impact to your credit score. Your CPN is fully tri-merged with all 3 credit bureaus. The next step is to go to listyourself.net. You must use this website to get your CPN's information in the 411 directory. This will help your credit profile look like a real person. They will call you with a one-time verification code, and this is why you need that track phone set up. After a week's time frame, they will send you email confirmation that your CPN's info is in the 411 directory. Now it's time to do public records. I highly recommend signing up for at least 100 store accounts before you start adding trade lines to your CPN. When you are signing up for these accounts, make sure to register your phone number and your address in the address book so that you have a fully tri-merged CPN, a minimum of 100 plus public records, a CPN address, an active phone number, and an ID with your CPN address. It's time to sign up for credit monitoring. When it comes to these credit monitoring apps, they will ask for ID verification, so make sure to have all your information together. You must sign up for Credit Karma, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. When it comes to making an Equifax account, you must send a copy of the front and back of your ID to their PO box, so make sure you take care of that ASAP. Now that you have access to all your credit monitoring apps, it is time to start adding trade lines. I will always recommend my clients to get authorized user trade lines that report to all 3 credit bureaus. Added as an authorized user is you piggybacking off of somebody else's good history with their credit card. 2 prime examples of authorized users that report to all 3 credit bureaus is Chase and Navy Federal. The main 2 places I recommend getting an authorized user trade line for your CPN is Coast Trade Line Supply and Trade Line Vault. It came to Trade Line Vault, I bought a $16,000 trade line from them. You can see it posted on my credit report August 23rd, 2024. This trade line boosted my advantage score 85 points. If you don't want to get overcharged for an authorized user trade line, I do have 20K plus authorized user trade lines available for only $50 a month. I do have a $28,000 Navy flagship rewards credit card that you could be added to today. Took a little video for the proof. Y'all see what I'm on though. You are interested? This is my one and only Telegram, Key Militant. You can message me AU. Screenshot of $50 in your Cash App balance. If you don't do both, then I won't respond to you. Better move quick because I can only add up to 4 authorized users and I already have 2, so you know what to do. Have more capital to play with. I highly recommend getting backdated primary trade line. Purchasing a backdated primary trade line will assign somebody else's good debt from their name into your name. Only 2 places I recommend backdated primary trade lines is Debt Catchers and J.Form. Purchasing a backdated primary trade line, make sure that trade line reports to all 3 credit bureaus because some only report to 2 out of the 3 credit bureaus. Again, if you do not want to get overcharged for a backdated primary trade line, you can either message me on Instagram or on Telegram with backdated trade line and I'll send you my updated menu. After purchasing your trade lines, you must wait until they report to all 3 credit bureaus. This is exactly why you need credit monitoring to know exactly when your trade lines post. Open up an account with Experian. I highly recommend getting the paid version to view your credit report each month. Biggest mistake I see people make is getting the quarterly plan instead of getting the monthly plan. So make sure when you open that Experian account, you get the monthly plan to view your score every month. When the trade lines you purchase post to all 3 credit bureaus, it is time to open up bank accounts. Want to properly open up a bank account with your CPN number? Make sure to join a Patreon. Must be a gold, diamond, or platinum tier member to get access to this information. Also know the exact actionable steps to get an ID for your CPN number. I provided direct links to each website to properly tri-merge your CPN and 100 plus places to go to properly get your CPN number and public records. Also know how to create pay stubs, W-2s, and 1099 documents for your CPN number. And whenever you get approved for some funding, you will have inquiry dispute letters to each credit bureau. You will also know how to get instantly approved for phone, phones, tablets, computers, and watches with AT&T and Verizon. Make sure to join the Wizards Workshop family. Will not answer anybody's questions unless you are a paid member, you need backdated or authorized user trade lines, or you need a one-on-one consultation. One consultations are $200 and I'll teach you step by step on how to create a CPN on FaceTime or Zoom. By the end of this month is at least 200 members in the Patreon, and I know it's possible because y'all be showing love. Follow my official Instagram to get access to the free Telegram chat where I post my updated menu. Official link to the free